Hey everyone, welcome to this beautiful place in Bali. I'm actually at the Gate of Heaven, one of the iconic spots in Bali. And today I want to talk about how to be happy and 3 core secrets to experiencing unreasonable happiness in our life. I mean, let's face it, like of all of the things we desire, what is it that we desire most? You know, there's some people that you ask them, what do you want? And they say, well, I want more money. Well, why do you want more money? I want more money so I can do more things. I want more money so I can buy a new house. I want more money so I can buy a car. Well, why do you want those things? And it always comes, if you ask enough questions, it always comes down to this one thing. I want to experience more happiness. I want to experience more peace. So why is it that so many people don't experience the happiness that they desire and deserve? I don't know if you've experienced this, but I know there's been times in my life where I felt depressed, or I felt a lot of stress or anxiety, or I felt like for whatever reason I couldn't be happy. And there was all these external things outside of me that were creating frustration and friction inside of me. And in those moments that we're feeling depressed, it feels like we're in this like deep pit and we don't know how to get out. And it feels like the cycle continues to expand and grow because the more we focus on our unhappiness, the more unhappiness we experience. And then we start to make ourselves wrong for being unhappy, like we're doing something bad, and we start to beat ourselves up, and the cycle continues. So I want to share with you some tips that I've learned personally that really are how to create unreasonable happiness in your life. So the first key is this. Number 1, take 100% personal accountability for your own happiness. This is where it's critical that we escape the role of being the victim. Being a victim means that we're believing that there's something outside of us that's responsible for the emotions that are happening inside of us, right? It's easy for us to think, oh my gosh, my spouse or my partner, they make me unhappy when they do this, or I'm unhappy because of my work and the things I have to do there, or I'm unhappy because, you know, I'm feeling sick, or I'm unhappy because of the place that I live, whatever, right? And it's easy for us to point the finger of blame and to believe that something else outside of us is responsible for how we're feeling. But the first key is to take radical personal accountability for our own emotional state and to recognize everything that's inside of us is our responsibility and our own creation. And when we understand that, then all of a sudden we're not looking for things outside of us to then make us happy. Because this is a mistake that most people make, is they believe that, oh, if I only had more money, if I only had a different car, if I only had a different spouse, then I'd be happy. And they live in this if-then state where they believe that if the outside circumstances of their life changed, then all of a sudden they would experience internal happiness, but it never works that way. It's like chasing a mirage. And the more stuff you get, the more things you chase, the more relationships you have, the unhappiness continues to expand because you're not grounded on having the happiness inside. So radical accountability for your own happiness means I'm 100% responsible for how I feel. I'm responsible if I'm happy or if I'm sad. And what's beautiful is if I understand that I'm 100% accountable for my own emotional state, then when I am sad, that means, oh wow, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed. Then I can take ownership of it, and ownership is the first step to creating change. That accountability is the first step to really being able to transform and say, oh, well, this is what I'm creating because of the stories, because of the beliefs, because of my perceptions. What else is possible? What else could I create? So that's the first step. Take radical accountability for your own life. Second key to unreasonable happiness is this. Focus on what you want. Now, this sounds so simple. It sounds so simple. Just focus on what you want. What you want, what you focus on expands. And we've heard this principle, but how difficult is that when you're stuck in traffic and you're late to an appointment and you have all these things going around and you have bills to pay and you have all of these other stresses in your life? It becomes a little bit more challenging to focus on what you want at that point. But I promise you, when you learn to focus on what you want and exclude from your mind all of the other things that are reflections of what you don't want, then all of a sudden what you do focus on magnifies. And this is why the practice of gratitude is so central to happiness. Focus on all of the things that you're amazingly grateful for. And it doesn't matter all of the challenges or pain or problems that you're experiencing in your life. There's always, and I repeat, always things in your life to be deeply grateful for. and you focus on, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for this body. I'm so grateful that I can move. I'm so grateful that I can walk. I'm so grateful for my eyes. I'm so grateful for this beautiful scenery. I'm grateful for the people around me. I'm grateful for, and when you focus on that, you start feeling, and already as you begin focusing on, notice the emotions that begin flooding your body. And when you focus on those things, then all of a sudden those things seem to get bigger. You know, it's like there's this dot, right? And the more you focus on the dot, the closer and closer it becomes, the more it encompasses you, until all of a sudden it fills your entire vision. And that's what happens. If we focus on the problems, they seem to be overwhelming. And they seem to fill our entire life. But when we focus on what's great, what's magnificent, then all of a sudden everything becomes magical and beautiful and incredible. And the reality is, everywhere around you there's things to be grateful for, and it might seem silly, it might seem ridiculous, but can you be grateful for a blade of grass? Can you be grateful for a tree? Can you experience so much gratitude that it fills your heart with this joy? And then you have the good things happen to you. All of the things from your past, all the things that are happening right now, all the things that you're excited about creating, focus on those things and watch what happens. And when we do this, as we talk about, you know, the laws of the universe, when you do that, you activate the laws of manifestation and creation. Laws of attraction are put into force, and you become a magnet for all that you desire. So that's the second key. Focus on what you want. Focus on gratitude, and build a practice. You can create a gratitude journal, or just take time every morning to just ground myself, listen to some amazing music, and think, I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for today. I'm so grateful for this body. I'm so grateful for the people in my life. I'm so grateful for the things I get to do. And because of this practice, it feels like everywhere I go, there's magic that's waiting for me, because that's what I'm focusing on. So the third key is this. The third key is, you don't need a reason to be happy. And sometimes people are like, what? What do you mean I don't need a reason? No, you can actually experience unreasonable happiness. And sometimes that's just like practicing, putting your body or putting your physiology or putting a smile on your face, even when you don't feel like it. You know, just getting this goofy grin on your face and just smiling and just looking in the mirror and just being silly, or sometimes with some of my clients at my Live Big event, we'll do laughter yoga, and we'll have them in this experience for 15-20 minutes where they're just laughing and laughing and laughing, and there's nothing to laugh at. They're just laughing for the sake of laughing, and it like triggers all these endorphins and all these emotions, and by the end of it, everyone is like floating on this really high intense vibration, and it's so incredible, and everyone's so alive and so connected and so free. And I remember hearing this study from Tony Robbins where they took this group of people that were clinically depressed. I mean, these were, as Tony describes it, overachievers in the world of depression. They were all on medication. They were all deeply depressed. They'd experienced that in their family and generations, so much depression. And they took a group of these people and they just had them every morning stand in front of the mirror and just smile. Just have a completely ridiculous smile as they looked in the mirror. They didn't have a reason to smile, but just as part of this experiment, they just smiled. And there's something that happens when we smile. There's something that happens when we laugh. Like, it releases these chemicals within our brain that then begin firing off these feel-good emotions for us. And he goes on to say that an astonishing number of those people, I don't remember the exact number, but something like 70 or 80% of those people that have been overachievers in the world of depression, within just a month or so, they were completely off their medications and their life had changed. Why? Because of the simple practice of just smiling, of just being happy without a reason. Because here's the deal. We all have a choice of what we want to experience. And the challenge is, and I get it, for those that have experienced depression, it's hard. And for me, and when I've been in the space, the hardest thing is I haven't wanted to do different things. And when someone says, well, just do this, just do that, it just makes me want to punch them in the face, right? But when I can remember these three principles, to number one, take radical accountability, and to realize if I want something different, I can create it. If I choose to be depressed, then great. Like, I understand it's my choice, and I'm choosing to experience that. But if I want to experience something different, then really to begin this practice of gratitude and to focus on what I want, and then to begin shifting by changing my physiology and really just choosing to embrace life. And now, here's the deal. Life is meant to be full and rich with emotions. And I don't believe that we're meant to be happy all the time. That's not what I'm saying. Because there's some beauty to sadness. There's some times where we feel hurt or wounded, and that's part of the richness of life. So don't make yourself wrong if you feel sad or if you feel depressed. But remember that you have a choice, and the more you cultivate happiness, it's like fruit in a garden. The more you plant these seeds in your life of gratitude and focusing on taking care of your body and self-nurturing and self-love, the more you plant those seeds, the more the fruit of happiness will be there available to you. So I hope this serves you on your path to creating the life that you want, to creating the ultimate prosperity, wealth, and abundance that you desire. And I hope that you remember that you have the ability to create whatever it is you want in your life. So choose wisely, and remember, you've got one life to live. Live big. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video on the secrets to creating unreasonable happiness in your life. And remember to subscribe to this channel. We've got so many amazing videos and content coming out on teaching you how to create a life of abundance and purpose and prosperity. And really look forward to having you on this journey. And for those of you that are really committed to knowing how to take your purpose-driven life, your purpose-driven mission, and make it profitable, make sure that you join the tribe right now. Click the link below to join the tribe. It's just $1 to join, and with that, I'm going to give you a free audio course called Purpose to Prosperity, teaching you the art of taking the gifts that are inside of you and to make money while doing what you love. And I look forward to being part of this journey. And as part of the tribe too, you'll get updates on our weekly training calls and all the opportunities that we have to help you in your path of being a purpose-driven producer. And until we speak again, remember, you got one life to live. Live big, yo!